Hello everybody and welcome back to the Realm of Vasten episode 5. We are going to take a look around town and then we're going to do some building. But first let's hit up the intro. How about that? Let's do that. So there has been a ton of building going on here, and unfortunately, I don't know who did a lot of it. I know Jux built like a road going over to his little hobbit hole there. I know that Nemitz had kind of claimed this area to do some work, like sort of nestled into the tree. Let's see. There's Callus built a house up there. I know Juxie. There's this just sprung up, and it's called Nedia Emery, and I don't know. It's a fully finished interior. I gotta think it's Callus probably. Kind of looks like him, his stuff, but it could be anyone. There's so many good builders around here. Dennisy did a really cool hot springs. Oh, Chef did this. This is really cool. I really like this. He made it so you have to crouch to get in, and then let go of crouch to open the door. Yeah, look at how awesome this is. Go subscribe to Chef. He's fairly new to YouTube as far as being a content creator. Go subscribe. The dude can build, and his videos are really entertaining as well. So yeah, go drop him a subscription. His channel will be linked down below. Let's see. Dennisy has been on. Dennisy's actually ahead of me in episodes, which has never happened in the history of Realm of Vasten before. In episode 4, he did these hot springs, which are super cool with the campfires and everything. So yeah, like little halflings would come in here, take their baths and showers and stuff like that, and grab a towel, come in here. This is so cool. Like a little closet, maybe put the robe in there. Yeah, it's very cool. This is such a halfling thing to have like a nice little hot spring bath area. I really love it. Really love it. Juxie's working on the Explorers Guild over there. I'll be curious to see how he gets that to blend in. I mean, he's a master builder, so he certainly will. I mean, I'm not worried about it, but I'll be curious. I'm very curious to know how that's going to happen. So let's see. I happen to notice a hole here. Stu is digging underneath here. I'm not sure what exactly he's doing, but digging right underneath the hobbit hole. Let's see. Juxie built up a bunch of this stuff. That's chefs we just saw. Look at this area. This area is so cool. I mean, I wasn't kidding, right? When I told you about the talented builders we have coming on this season, like for real, talented and really fast building. Okay. Looks like there's not much of an interior here. Oh, I know what this is. I can't play this for you. It makes me sad. Juxie made through note blocks the Lord of the Rings theme, which is so cool. It's so cool. But I can't play it for you because it's the actual Lord of the Rings theme, and there's a copyright thing on it, so I can't play it sadly, and that really bums me out. But it's really cool. Let's see what else is going on over here. Yeah, okay, that's that house that we don't know. Oh, there's stables too. We finally have stables instead of just throwing our horses in a hole. Yeah, it's really nice. I oh man, all these little hills and little walkways. It just feels like halflings would, just grab a snack and kind of go do their thing for the day. Yeah, I love it. Look how much depth is going on here already. Should I mention again? It's Friday and we started the server on Monday. I mean the server, this kingdom. We started the server like 3 years ago. But yeah, we started this kingdom on Monday, like 4 days ago. Mollis built that piano. Look at that thing. It looks like a piano. Mollis made it look like a piano because she is wonderful. That is a freaking piano, and it's so awesome. I guess this would be like maybe a bar, like you'd set up and someone would be playing some piano. It's amazing. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Just the sheer talent and skill. Yeah. Anyway, but so enough looking around here. Is this nothing? Hello. Oh, it's an actual war. I assume. Oh, okay. 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 I don't have it narrow. Oh. You know what? I need to tell you. I lost all my gear again. I lost all my gear. Did I break something in here? I think I did. Is that supposed to come up? Is there a trapdoor? Is that supposed to go down? No. I guess it's okay. I felt like maybe hit a trapdoor, but okay. Anyway, I lost all my stuff again. Look, I have new gear. Thank you to the troops here on the Realm of Vasten for helping me out, giving me some mending books and stuff. And yeah, I lost it all again. What happened was I was in the end late last night, and I was just repairing my tools, and I stopped on the bridge, and I went over and watched a video. And then when I came back, I did like Alt Tab and I just started running. And whenever I Alt Tabbed, it's like my mouse was in a different position. So as soon as I started running, it's like it like all of a sudden turned me like 90 degrees and ran off the portal and went into the void. And as you know, I don't have an Elytra. So that happened, and that is really a drag. It's really a drag. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go over and take a look at the ravine, because that's what we're going to be digging out today. We got to get this started, because unfortunately fortunately we're building so fast, we're going to not have room for the ravine if we don't sort of mark it out soon. So I started some work, and I'll show you where that is. Well, I thought I would bring you in a little bit early in this travel, just to show you sort of where the ravine lies in comparison to, well, that octagon's gonna be the church at the end, or the tree that Mollis is working on, all that kind of stuff. So the ravine's going to be curved. It's going to be kind of a loose crescent shape, but it's going to weave around a little bit, as ravines, well, usually do. Like it's not going to be an exact straight line. And this is just kind of the sort of basic idea of sort of the layout of how it's going to be. Because I think that if we have an ongoing project, in addition to cutting down the trees and all that kind of stuff, if we have an ongoing project that's digging out, then we can just hit a little bit by little bit by little bit. We don't have to all of a sudden, okay, everyone get on, we're going to do this right now. That kind of thing. Hey, let's go over, I'm going to show you something. So let me show you something. We are in a map downloaded by the great Jaracraft called Isles of Arcalis. And this is kind of where the idea of this kingdom first sort of entered my mind. I always loved this map. I always thought it would be really cool to do in survival and maybe a little bit more grand. So the idea is going to be that we're going to have these trees. Now these trees here are probably, I don't know, 25 to 30 blocks. We're talking about 100 blocks tall trees. So if you can imagine about 3 times taller trees, and then you've seen what the ground, the forest floor is going to be, but you've not seen this very much. I did a little bit of a cinematic, but you haven't seen a lot of this yet. So what is underground is what I want to start laying out today. I want to start working out the ravine, and underneath the ravine, there's going to be holes that open up in the sky, and there's going to be some parts that are underground and some parts that are open to the sky. But underneath, there's going to be where man is going to live. So we did a little bit of a mock-up for my sort of recruitment video for season 4, which you may or may not have seen. So we did this in creative one night in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes or something like that. Like Callus and, oh man, who else was here? Brienne and Jux and Germ, Pride, just some random people were all in here just helping build this, just to show what we might be doing. So the idea is going to be, there's going to be little villages within this area. So like this might be what desert village looks like underneath. Over here might look like let's see, what's this one? This might be what a swamp village might look like, over here maybe, actually that's a jungle village. Sorry, I lied, that's a jungle village. This might be a swamp village over here. This might be like a savanna village. There's a mesa village. I mean, there's a bunch of different ideas that we had, and we just kind of right now we just kind of threw them all on the wall and to see what sticks. But here, like desert, maybe that, oh yeah, this must be the desert. And I want to say Dynasty maybe came over here and did some of this stuff. Like it's just, these are just some ideas of what we're gonna have in the ravine now, and we're gonna have it really lush and lots of trees and water and all that kind of stuff still, even though it's in an underground cave, because people have made the best of it. And this jungle that we're this roof forest that we're building is going to be so intense that it will have, as soon as this was opened, life will have migrated down there, right? I mean, it just makes sense. Like trees would have gone down, vines would have gone down, all that kind of stuff. So the ravine that we're talking is going to be many, many, many times this size. This would just be one whole, like maybe 1/10 of the size of the ravine that we're talking. And then on the sides of the ravine is where it's going to go out into giant cave structures. So I think we better start digging. Now, I know Truth has done a lot of landscaping here over sort of where we're building currently. And this area hasn't been touched that much. I just deforested this with some help from Old Gray and a couple others like yesterday. So obviously this had trees under it just like a couple days ago. But, 2 days ago. So I think that the idea is going to be, we're just going to cut sort of a swath through the land. Now you can see this is going to be the outer edge of it on this side. So for example, all of this over this way is going to get dug down into a ravine. I don't know how deep it's going to go. That's why we didn't do the other side, because we're just going to have to look at it and kind of figure it out, as we go. But there's really nothing else we can do right now except for a time lapse. So if you've been enjoying the little mini time lapse I've been doing, well, you're in luck. You're in luck, because here comes a big time lapse. I'm gonna do this over the course of about a day. We'll just see how much we get done, and we'll just go with it, right? Huge landscaping episode coming your way right now. Well, that was a lot of time lapse broken down. That's probably the longest amount of time I've ever put into a time lapse, like real time. I mean, that was I went up to 32 speed for that. It was like a 3 hour or more, 3 hours of footage time lapse broken up into about 2.5 minutes. So let me know. I really like to hear your thoughts on how you like things. Let's take a look at this what is this, ravine? Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, ravine. Let's take a look at this ravine from overhead, and I'll talk a little bit about what's going on over here as well. Now, you can see from the road, this is where, well, I guess where the old road that leads into the city starts. Now, to the right of the screen is going to be custom mountains. We're going to do a giant U-shaped mountain range. To the left is where, like, Hobbit Town or whatever, Halflingville, I don't know, we need a name for that part of the town, is. And you can see these little, like, stone brick placement markers that are sort of signifying where the ravine's going to be. So the ravine's going to curve a good bit, which is great. That's a really good thing. And the reason why it's really good, A, it's interesting. It's more interesting than anything straight. B, Minecraft has some mechanics that we need to consider, right? Minecraft mechanics are such that you can only see so far before either chunks don't load or the fog or whatever, right? So we want to have some little turns, some places where maybe the ravine isn't wide open, where the cave there's a cave wall and just a little hollow way to get through between it. And you can see how it's going to curve. Well, it's going to curve from the right over to the left to where I've actually done some digging, and I've taken it down to 1 block lower than water, because I think one of the next things we're going to have to do, well, there's still a lot more we have to sort of deforest and bring the land down and all that kind of stuff, because I don't know, Soothing Philly and Stu are working on that octagon over there, and I don't want to interrupt and get sort of in their way. But here you can kind of see what's going on with, well, the size of the ravine, some shapes. Like this one, it kind of juts out, and this is just where the light's going. Once it gets down underground, it's going to open up into a much bigger cavern, but it's going to have to go down probably 10 blocks or more before it really opens up. So, you know, so we just have just a lot of like just digging through, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm enjoying it quite a bit. At the end of the ravine is where I'm not exactly sure, because it's going to curve up again, kind of going like a C shape. So this is like the bottom part of the C, and this is kind of where it leaves off, because I'm not really sure how far it's going to curve in or where it's going to curve exactly, because there are some houses and stuff that we need to consider. Like, for one thing, Juxie's building the Explorers Guild over here, which is going to have a nice map of the whole area, I assume, and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be really cool. But that is pretty close to where the ravine's going to end. And you can just see all the area of Halflingville or something. Man, can someone name this thing for me? We need an improved name. So let's take a look at the Dynamap and kind of consider where the ravine's going to be. So this is Indyr's Rest as it currently sits, and you can kind of see this is going to be the rough size of it. It's going to kind of loop around like the whole way from the water where my cursor is, the whole way around all this. So, you know, you can see we're starting in the center and we're kind of moving out from there, which makes a lot of sense considering that's the storage unit and all that kind of stuff. The Explorers Guild, Adventurers Guild, all the things that we're going to use quite a bit. So this is where we're at now. If you look at this part, you can see the ravine that you just watched being dug out. That's about how big it is. And there's going to be some, like, you know, some extensions, like some little squiggly up here, some little squiggly down there, and all that kind of stuff. You can see looped around here where we just saw the cinematic sort of take. And that goes the whole way from the road to here. Now, we might not go to the road, but that's going to be the shape. We're going to basically bring it down and then over. So that means this water needs to either be cut off, taken out, or change, and that's something we'll discuss down the road. We may end using some waterfalls and some water features. Now, once we go over here, it's going to curve. You can see it goes here and just stops, because I'm not sure where we want to go here. Do we want to go? It looks like this has been deforested. I think Mollis must be getting leaves. That's my guess for the giant, enormous tree project she's doing. So we're going to bring this up around here. Maybe just bring it over like here. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know, just kind of work it right along the tree edge and up here and then kind of slender it out. I still would like to have some other spots that are open. Like there could be maybe down here, there could just be a big spot that's not even connected to the ravine that opens up into the cave. So this doesn't have to be the only openings, but this is just gonna be a good place to start the digging process, you know, because then we'll know where we can put houses. Like, okay, cool, we can put houses right up against this ravine because we don't have to worry about saving room for it. So I think it's really important that this gets really laid out. So the next thing I think I'm going to have to do is clear these trees right here and then pull the ravine sort of right along here. Now, a lot of this is custom terrain, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Truth. I know you've been doing a lot of this stuff, which is still good because the custom terrain will go up to the ravine, which is great. But yeah, I think, unfortunately, I'm probably going to undo just a little bit. I'll stick right to the tree line, but I mean, I'd probably undo a little bit of the work that's already been done. I'm sorry. But yeah, so let's work on that next. I'm going to deforest all this stuff, and then we'll come back. Hey, by the way, if you want access to this Dynamap, all you have to do is become a YouTube member or a patron of any Vasten member, and they can give you the login credentials. Everyone gets their own personalized login information. So yeah, any Twitch subscriber, YouTube member, or patron of any member, and you can see this, and you can see in real time. It's really cool. You can see chat, you can see where people are in real time. Like that's where I am, probably dead right now, I don't know. That's where Mollis is working, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, cool, check it out. Hey Crito, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So so some stuff has changed. We haven't recorded together in really a long time. It's been like 6 months probably since we did a clip together.
Yeah, it's something like that. Quite a while.
So you've been on here working a little bit, and I thought, because I'm currently, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm currently doing a major grind project, which is cool because we need to do it, but it's not that cool for actually content. So why don't I show everybody what you've been working on? You can show me because I actually haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, and then we'll head over there and I'll show you the ravine portion.
Yeah, perfect. So the first thing I kind of worked on, when I joined, I saw all these hobbit houses or halfling houses. And so I kind of figured I'd come over here, create my own. That's a bit more fancy.
Is this yours?
Yep, this is mine.
Oh, nice.
So the idea with this is I wanted it to be a little bit of a, slightly more, I don't know, fancy place. So on the interior is going to be a little bit bigger. It's not done yet, but I will show you what I have so far.
Cool. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh yeah, nice.
So this comes out. This will be open to the sky. We'll probably have a tree or something here in the center, and these will go off in 4 different directions. And so far, the only direction I've really worked on is this way.
Oh, this is awesome.
So this is going to be a little study kind of area. Again, not done, furnished or anything. The ceiling, as you can see, is just still stone. But I kind of also want this to be a place that you can get lost in. So I am creating all sorts of different little areas, rooms, different elevations. You can see over here.
This is great.
This just kind of drops down over here. This is probably my favorite area of what I've done so far.
Dude, this is like your district in Celea again, just all in one building. This is like your whole area. Oh, this is fantastic. Crito, you are a national treasure. Like, this is awesome.
The shells that I got from Callus's build, which is such a good idea.
Isn't that a good idea? Actually came from Maulus, actually.
Maulus.
Callus stole it from Maulus, and then you stole it from him, and I'm gonna steal from all of you guys.
Yeah, I use this in some of the roofs too. Let's go back over here. This connects back here, but not finished yet. But I've started, I was trying to make the roofs interesting, so over here I got some of the scaffolding up in the roofing too.
Oh, whoa, that's cool.
And light goes through it, so it's really convenient for floors. And so I have them in the floors here in some spaces with lights going through it.
Oh wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. Oh, I really like that. That's awesome.
I don't know. I'm trying to cover it with green, so there's a lot of bushes and you got little windows popping out here and there.
Oh, windows too. Yeah, that's really, because it's so big, you actually can do windows. That's what, with my really small holes, they don't really have surface area much. No,
I like this window.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, it just looks into the little study area.
I saw White Knight Stew standing outside of it just a second.
Yep.
Yeah, this is really cool. Awesome. So the ravine, this is about 1/3, and it's going to go from where you see there, and that's where it turns. Well, it actually turns a little bit left and then swings way up north, like south is like that way. And over here it swings, so it's like a moon crescent shape, you know?
Oh yes, that's. Oh, I forgot I have Frostwalker boots.
That's okay. It'll go. Oh, it's all going to go away actually. Anyway, I should use that to get rid of the water actually. Does that work if you frost touch the ice, or silk touch the ice? I mean,
no, I don't think you can silk touch the frost.
It's like fake ice, maybe.
Yeah.
So then this will be like 1/3 of it going up this way, and then roughly the same amount over on the other side, kind of turning up north as well. If anyone's digging, by the way, if you're watching this video and you want to come in and dig, I have little storage huts. I have one over here, there's one in the middle, and one is going to be over on the other side. Just to, if you go get an hour of haste from the super beacon, you don't want to spend any of that hour sorting items, so we'll just throw them here and then take them back whenever. But I was telling the guys, I think if anyone wants to pitch in digging, hopefully they will. I don't want to do this all by myself. I think taking off only one layer at a time is the way to go in this, even though it's a little bit slower, because then you get the walls that like these walls, and you know what I mean, you get these like varied walls, so it doesn't look like if you dig 3 by 3, sometimes it can be look like a block, So so just skimming off top, skimming off layer after layer after layer after layer, and then eventually 5 months from now we'll be done.
Hopefully 5 months from now.
Well, I think that is going to bring us to the end of today's episode. It was a very spur of the moment thing where Crito was on, I was on, like, let's do it. I want to see what he's been doing. He's such a master builder. He's so good. And we're going to be doing something together. We just claimed a little market area that we're going to be working on together. This should be a lot of fun. So, it's going to be probably one of those things that we don't work on that much at the exact same time. More so like, I build when I can, Crito builds when he can, and then every once in a while when the stars line up, we can talk about it. He's having a little bit of connection issues too. But Crito is, as I've said many times, one of the very best builders I've ever seen in Minecraft ever, at any level. I mean, he's a true treasure. He's just awesome. So I'm just going to be curious to see what he can do. And in the meantime, I'm going to be grinding. I'm going to be grinding up. I'm going to be grinding. I want to take this whole thing down another layer. I want to work on the other side of this. I'm just going to be taking this down. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for me. Thank you so much for watching the Realm of Vasten. There's a lot more coming. Oh man, I'm so excited for this area. We're gonna be working out some different building styles, still with the halflings. Master Command has worked on a tree over there that's gonna, I want to say it's Master Command, and I might be wrong, but I think it's Master Command. Has been working on the first of the canopy trees, and so you know, we're gonna start building up the canopy and start where the half elves are gonna live. We're gonna dig this down further and further, and that's where the humans live. And yeah, it should be really fun. So looking forward to it very much. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my friends. Drop a like if you want to. If you like the episode, even if you didn't, drop a like. That's totally cool. I like that kind of stuff. And I'll see you all next episode. Realm of Vasten.